Turn it up. You're listening to the Country Music Rocks podcast with Danny and Julia. Your all-access pass to all your favorite artists, untold stories, and the real behind-the-scenes of country music.
Well, that month just flew by.
I mean, did June even happen? It's crazy. We're in July, mid-July almost at this point.
It is crazy. Wild. And I feel like we just stepped off the plane from the CMA Music Fest.
Oh my God. Yes, we totally did. Again, whirlwind weekend in Nashville, but such an exciting, incredible, tiring, but in the best way weekend.
Yeah.
The days flew by. The nights flew by. Everything flew by.
It was the fastest trip.
I will tell you, the steps did not fly by.
No, they did not.
The steps, I think, kept getting longer and longer and more. But
every day we were there, we were trying to figure out quicker ways to get around town.
And I think we took more steps.
It still didn't work. It was interesting.
But it was so worth it.
Yeah. Oh, my gosh. The experience of a lifetime for me. My first ever, I know you've been before. That was truly something I will live for the rest of my life remembering because it was so amazing. My voice still cracks from it.
I can tell. Yeah, no, it's the way CMA does it. They just make it so special.
Yeah,
and it's like I'd gone before, but it's been years. So to go back and see how much it's grown, it's wild. I just love how much there's so much love for country music.
Yes,
like there's tens of thousands of people there.
Oh my God,
literally
so many people.
Just for country music.
Yeah.
And that is just so almost magical. Like it's just so special.
It was. And it was interesting at the hotel that we were staying at. Every day we'd come down and we'd see people with their cowboy hats on. They're ready for the day. And everybody had smiles on their faces. They were super excited to see their favorite artist or maybe just even hope to bump into somebody wherever it may be on that street corner or maybe see somebody in John Rich's bar or Eric Church's bar, Chiefs. Yeah. It was like one of the greatest experiences I've ever seen. And I cannot wait. I'm going to say this now. I cannot wait to do this again.
Absolutely. Like I've already checked these dates off on my calendar. So next year, June 10th to June 13th of 2027.
Yes.
You got to start preparing ahead of time.
You do.
You really, really do. Lock those dates in, get the time off, get your hotels booked, get your flights booked. That way there, it's literally, you're just waiting for the moment to get here. And you're not worrying about getting everything dialed in. But you got to do it in advance.
You have to, because I feel like we were like last minute on a lot of it.
I was definitely last minute because we were just trying to get logistics figured out. And I unfortunately missed the first day, I just didn't have as many things pre-lined up, but it all ended up working out. Sure. And I got to catch some amazing things. And but next year it's definitely going to be way more dialed in.
Yeah, way more. And I felt like with me, radio, they were kind of like last minute, like we're going to get you all set up. And it was great. I got a chance to broadcast from the Hard Rock Cafe and from the hotel room and get to see a lot of people. For me, just walking around the streets, like even if you're not there for CMA Music Fest, there's still so much to see and do there.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
But if you don't have tickets to get into the CMA Fest, you can at least enjoy the experience, right?
Oh, 100. I mean, when you think about it, you really only need tickets for the nighttime show at Nissan Stadium.
That's true.
So you have so much available at your fingertips. I mean, you can go, whether you're going into a bar, whether you're going to one of the CMA has so many stages. I mean, they had, the Dr. Pepper stage or the Riverfront stage. They had the, Good Molecule stage?
Yeah, there was that one. There was the one in Fanfare.
There was the Wrangler stage. There was the one inside Fanfare, which, Fanfare, again, you got to break from the heat, first of all. So
that was really nice.
Yes. Get some free AC.
Yeah.
And it's so cool in there, just the nostalgia of so many different eras of country music and just like the booths that are just, involved in the industry. And it was really cool.
And it's
the artists that come through.
Yes.
Yeah.
I know Randy Travis was there one morning. Carly Pierce was there.
He was recognized a lot throughout the CMA Fest, which was really special.
Yeah, it was very fun. I will say going into that building, it was cool to see so many different sponsors. Like Boot Barn was there and Wrangler was there. Excuse me, my voice is still cracking hard. But it was just one of those moments I was walking around and going, I love country music. This is why I love country music. The fans, the people that are involved with it. Roper was there. Yep. A friend of mine was actually modeling some stuff from clothes for Roper while she was there.
Very cool.
It was very fun. And just walking around and seeing the atmosphere is what made me feel good inside. And I was where are we going next? I was like a little kid in a candy shop. Right?
100%.
Yeah.
It's like you don't even you're having early mornings, long nights, but I felt like
True.
you don't even get tired. You know what I mean? Like you're running on such an adrenaline rush the entire time.
Yes.
I mean, I'll be honest, the first night I was there, I mean, I got in, I took a red eye out, which I'll tell you, I do not like red eyes.
Right.
I cannot sleep on the plane, like not even in, I think I psych myself out. Like I'm like, okay, I'm going to try to relax, get some sleep. Not even a wink. Like I never slept. So I was up literally from Thursday morning at 6 a.m. our time till, I got there Friday morning.
Right. When you knocked on the hotel door.
We did all of Friday. We went to the show Friday night.
Yep.
We got back really late, like early Saturday morning.
Right.
So, yeah.
You were almost up for like 27 hours.
Yeah. And I don't know how I did it because like I'm the girl I'm like, oh, it's only 8:30 tonight. Is this too early to go to bed?
Right.
And I'm like, yeah, I rallied for sure.
Oh.
But I never felt tired. Like I just was like, I never hit the wall. You know, I was ready. Like, okay, what's next? Let's keep going.
Yeah, I feel that same way because I think it's the adrenaline that kept us going.
Country music is just going through your bloodstream at that point, and you just want to just keep it going.
One point when we were downstairs having lunch, I kind of had a lull in a moment. I was like, oh, I can relax for just a second.
But don't.
But then we had cocktails, and next thing you know, like, we got to go. Yep. And we were off and running to the next big show.
It's almost like you can't sit down and relax because if you do, I think you will hit that wall.
I think that's it.
Yeah. So I think you just had to keep going.
Yeah. For sure. What was your favorite moment looking back of the whole thing?
That's really hard because there were so many incredible moments. But I will say, I think for me, the standout moment, and I know you had left early on Sunday, and I remember I was like, okay, I want to get up and I want to get down to the Cowboy Church with Brandon Lake.
Yeah.
And, it started at 9:30. So I'm like, that's plenty of time to, I'm going to get up, I'm going to get ready. I want to stop for coffee, just casually take a walk down, what is it, 4th Avenue, cross over, get to Broadway. And then I was kind of like just, laying in bed, just scrolling through social media. And I'm like, oh, some people are, already excited about
the show.
this.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, maybe I should start getting ready now, a little early. I thought it was early.
It wasn't.
Oh my gosh, we get down there, after I stopped and get my coffee because again, didn't realize what we were going to be walking into. We almost couldn't even walk onto Broadway.
Really? It was that packed.
A wall of people.
Right.
Like the riverfront was already shut down. Like they were already at capacity. I'm like, it doesn't, and this was like around 9:00-ish.
Right.
So that was a half hour in advance.
Wow.
So we were able to finally get in. I had talked to one of the security. I'm like, hey, we're media. And they're like, yep, just go on in. I can't even express number one, the amount of people.
Right.
I mean, so they sent people over to another stage because they were going to live stream it.
Oh.
That reached capacity.
Holy
they sent
cow.
people over to another stage, once again, reached capacity.
Oh my gosh.
I looked over, so the walking bridge that we walked
the
many
pedestrian
steps
bridge.
Over, the pedestrian bridge was lined with people standing on the bridge looking over just to, because of course, sound travels, just to hear it, catch a glimpse. Right. It was just so surreal. People on rooftops like right around there. Yeah. I mean, they were full of people. It was so moving, first of all. Like I could literally almost cry right now. It was so moving. It was beyond incredible.
Yeah, it was one of those church services you definitely don't want to miss.
It wasn't like a church service. It was more of like, it was just a worship gathering. It was all music.
All love.
It was just music.
Right.
It wasn't like Brandon like stopped and preached or anything like that. I mean, he had, Dan and Shay come out. He had Lainey Wilson come out. CeCe Winans.
Oh, that's awesome. Drew was there.
Yeah. It was so just beautiful.
I remember seeing the photos that you guys had taken and all the stuff you guys were doing when I was flying home on the airplane. And I was like, man, the one day not to fly home early to go get back, but I had to because of work. Right. But I was like, what a performance in a show. I wish they would have televised that.
I know.
During the CMA performance.
Same. And I know we'll talk about that. But yeah, I wish that was part of it too. Because just to give people a glimpse of, and it's just wild because, again, we all had late nights. Right. And
we weren't getting home till like 1:30 in the morning.
Exactly. So I know many of those people, those thousands and thousands of people that were down there, I'm sure had a very late night. Yes. I'm sure they probably, maybe partied a little harder than we did because it's not even like we, partied hard. It was just, on the go and, late nights and whatnot. But they were up and at 'em, and to see Broadway, I mean, just filled. I mean,
That's
we
awesome.
were literally like trying to go through people just to we walked to the exit of the riverfront stage just to see if we could get in. And thankfully they let us in.
Yeah.
But it was incredible. I hope that's an annual thing.
I think so. I think it would be just because of the fact that we need that.
Oh, absolutely.
To make us feel good and
it was
happy
just
inside.
so fulfilling. And I mean, you just standing there in that presence, and I literally can still feel it and remember it like it was just happened.
Yeah.
It sticks with you. And I think Brandon Lake did a great job with it. The CMA did a great job with it. I hope they do make it an annual thing.
I like that they were on top of it. Like, there's too many people here. We're going to live stream to the next stage.
Yes.
And then they just kept doing that. So I think they might have been prepared. And if they weren't, good on you guys for doing that, because that was awesome.
Yeah.
I want to go back to the rooftops because, like you said, you don't even have to have the pass. It's nice to have the pass because we had the passes to get in to the riverfront stage area.
For media purposes,
right.
Of course, yes.
For it was awesome. And, you see the river behind the city. It's beautiful. The weather was like absolutely perfect this year.
It really was, because it usually rains at some point during CMA Fest.
No rain this year.
I know.
I was so excited.
I thought we were going to get some on Sunday night, and I kind of prepared for it. Like, I brought a jacket and everything over to the stadium because I'm like, I have a feeling, and you kind of feel that like ominous feel in the air. But thankfully,
well, and especially there because at any moment, the tornado can come through.
Exactly.
And you never know what's going to happen, right?
And I didn't I was in a different area for that night, which I didn't realize where I was going to even be. And I'm very grateful. But so I was undercover the whole time. I was inside, but so it was great. But
I just look back, and I think one of my favorite moments. Like you said, it's really hard.
It is. It's so hard because there's so many incredible moments.
But for me, like walking into Nissan Stadium as a sports fan, for the first time, I was like, "This is cool. I'm in the home of the Titans." And there's been some great players over the years, but when you walk out and you see that stage, how big it was, I was like, holy cow.
Yeah.
That is like one of the biggest stages I have ever seen.
Huge,
and I have seen stages like Cody Johnson's stage with Kenny Chesney at Lumen Field. I've been in Fort Payne, Alabama for the Alabama June Jam.
Right,
and that was a double stage series. Still was not as big as that stage was at that Nissan Stadium. It was huge. And then to see the new Nissan Stadium going up.
I know. Can you believe it's going to be there next year?
And that was the thing.
If all goes according to plan?
Right. And the thing that shocked me was that we got a chance to experience the very last.
Yes.
At the original Nissan Stadium.
I don't think, and I know we had this conversation while we were there, but I don't think it really hit us until it was actually Cody Johnson.
Yeah.
It was on stage that Friday night, and he had said that, the last, and I remember we both looked at each other and we're like, oh my gosh, this is the last CMA Fest at this Nissan Stadium.
And there's probably people that have been going for so long. So when it originally was fanfare at the fairgrounds, those people were like, oh great, now they're going to take it over to Nissan Stadium. We had that same moment.
Last time I went, it was called LP Field.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think it was the same location, maybe just different name, but it's grown over the years and name changes and whatnot. But next year it's going to be completely different, which is wild.
It's going to be insane. And I again, like, it's hard to just narrow down one performance, but I loved seeing like Tim McGraw. The dude is so ripped.
Can we get his workout plan, please?
Holy cow!
My goodness,
I felt chubby next to him.
It was wow.
Yeah, and then. Over the 4th of July, he performed on a different stage across the street, and he looked like he'd been working out even more. I'm like, what is happening right now?
Does he do a quick workout before he takes the stage?
He has to be.
Yeah, I don't know. That's
crazy. I think that there's a contest going on in Nashville, and I said this to your husband. I'm like, who could be the guy with the biggest biceps? Because I went to that pool party with Dustin Lynch.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
which was crazy. And Dustin is, sun's out, guns out. That's the way it was that weekend. And then Russell Dickerson.
I know.
He's getting yoked up, and then Tim McGraw, and I'm like, holy cow, all these guys are like on the road. They're working out. They got killer workout plans.
Good for them.
Yeah.
Making good use of their time on the road.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think one of the coolest things was, though, that when we first got our tickets, because we didn't have tickets to the Nissan Stadium shows at night.
Right. So we got lucky every night. Yeah.
Every night, a friend of ours said, hey, I got tickets for you guys. We're like, cool. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. I love the fact that we had the probably worst seats in the house, but the best view of everything.
Which was so cool because, you're so right. Because a lot of times, we're spoiled.
Right.
And so we're normally down in it. But it was really cool this time to sit back and see everything. And we got to see how many people were there, because normally you can't really
Judge,
tell
right.
and judge the feeling of that. But yeah, so that was really cool. We got to see like all the video stuff and all the lights, and so it was actually, there's something to be said about, you know, seats in the 200 level. There's nothing wrong with them.
No, there was nothing wrong with those. That's for sure. And I love the fact that like watching Lainey Wilson on that screen again, a massive screen. I felt like we were right there.
I did too. I actually forgot where we were at, to be completely honest with you. And it was kind of nice not getting bumped into. And
we had our own row. It was nice.
We totally did. Nothing was spilled on me. Like, I actually kind of enjoyed it. That actually kind of spoiled me. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah. And it was funny because when this special came on, I was telling my wife, Kimmy, I'm like, this is where we sat. We were right there in those seats. And she's like, really? I'm like, yeah. I go, but the best thing was, we had the best view of the giant monitors and the screens. It was perfect.
No, I loved it. We were able to actually, you know, talk about like certain parts of the show, like just very easily. It was cool.
I feel bad for your husband, John, who's our photographer and our videographer for the podcast and everything. The poor guy, all night, his neck was probably killing him.
Oh, I know.
Because the stage was so high. It was like 9 feet high, and he was looking up the entire time.
He was down in it.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah. He actually had to watch the TV special to see what was going on. It was funny because I had it on and he walked in. He's like, "Oh, where was this at?" And I'm like, "Well, you should know." And he's like, "I'm just seeing out of a small lens," and he wasn't seeing like the real big picture of it. So it was kind of funny.
I'm looking through a 1/4-inch window. And it was funny because when the special came on, I kept looking for him.
So did I. I was like, okay, the camera guys do a good job.
I'm gonna see that lens wherever he's at. They hid them very well.
They did.
That's for sure. Fanfare to me was really cool because I remember this girl. Every year they always go and the stars take their clothes and they donate them and they sell those for charity and different charities. Tucker Wetmore was selling his for St. Jude. Ella Langley was selling it for like an animal rescue thing. And there was like 2 dresses left from Ella Langley's. Like the rack must have been full.
I'm sure her stuff went like that.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
But one lady was so excited there was 1 dress left even on this rack that she's like, I am not going to leave without that. I'm taking it home.
Oh, cool.
And I thought it was so funny. I'm like, here we are buying other people's clothes like we would at Goodwill.
Right.
But knowing that the money's going to a charity.
It's going to a charity. You're potentially buying something of your favorite artist that they wore on stage.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, we saw Jelly Roll's clothes there, Dirk Bentley's.
Dirk's had that famous like button-down shirt with the plaid. I saw that. I was like, dang it, that's a total Dirk shirt.
Yep. They had Tyler Hubbard stuff.
Yeah.
Of course, you said Carly Pierce. I mean, like you name it, that artist probably had something there. I mean, there were shoes, boots. I mean, accessories.
Yeah. Jewelry.
It's cool. Yeah.
Everything was
Miranda Lambert. She had a bunch of stuff there. So very cool.
It was fun to walk around, like you said, free AC to cool off for a little bit because it did get pretty warm. It got a little muggy for a while, but just walking through that building, as big as it is, it's the Music City Center, and it was nice to be able to see so many people walk through there in advantage and take pictures with the artists because there were artists there
that go there and they do a lot of that's where they do all the meet and greet.
Yeah.
Well, I don't say all, but they do a lot
of them
of meet and greet sessions there. So it's really cool, and I love that the artists of all calibers in their career go and give fans their time.
Yeah.
I love it.
I will say the only bad experience that I had there was my own mistake because I didn't pay attention. I had rented a scooter because the hotel we were at was like 7 blocks away.
It was a few blocks away.
Yeah. And the first day I got there, I was like, oh, this will be a piece of cake. I'll take my scooter. I'll ride down to the Hard Rock Cafe. So I'm thinking this will be a 5-minute trip. No big deal. And I was a little bit late because I was late for a couple of reasons because I was on West Coast time and I needed to be on Nashville time.
Right.
So I felt like I was a little late and I was actually 2 hours early. And so I took this scooter, I hauled butt down to the Hard Rock, and then I got there and the dang thing wouldn't shut off. And I was like, I couldn't park it. And I was like, what is going on? So I asked a police officer, I'm like, I can't turn it off. Do you know what to do? And the guy's like, you can't even park it here. I'm like, wait, what? Why? And he's like, because this whole section is closed off. I literally had to take it up another 9 blocks.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
To park it. And then I ran back 9 blocks. Have you ever tried running 9 blocks in Hey Dudes? They don't stay on your feet. And when I'm running in the heat in Nashville, like
Yeah.
I was sweating. I was like, oh my gosh. So by the time I got to the Hard Rock, I was like panicked. I'm like, okay, I don't want to mess up
Were
the
you ready
interview.
to jump in the pool?
Yeah, I was ready to.
Oh, yeah.
But the good news is I had a chance to kind of calm down, relax a little bit before I did my interview.
Yeah.
And that was the only bad experience. Everything else, though, was simply amazing. And like I said, I will do this time and time again.
Yeah.
Because the atmosphere, and friends that ask all the time, what's your favorite thing to do in Nashville? Now there's so much.
Yeah.
There's not just the one thing.
No.
It's everywhere.
Yeah. I think that's why we love the city so much.
The food was incredible.
Great
Like
food.
we didn't even really get to experience like specialty foods.
No.
But like everything there was barbecue there. Excuse me, again, my throat is so messed up from talking so much for the last month. But it's been one of those trips that my wife was like, "Did you like it?" I'm like, "Yeah, next year you're not saying no. You're going to go with me."
Go.
She has to.
Absolutely.
And it was
so much fun.
I think my favorite performance was the Keith Urban performance.
I was going to say that was really cool.
Yeah, I love the new album,
Yep.
and I'm a massive fan of Keith Urban's. Anyways, we're friends. We've been friends for years from the very get go when he was in Tualatin at Fred Meyer's.
There you go. Yeah.
So we have a history together. But watching Michael McDonald walk on that stage, it was one of those moments.
I love the surprises.
Yes, I do too. I was a little disappointed though because we got tricked.
We did. Well, there was like so many rumors.
Oh my gosh, were there rumors?
Who was going to show up? Taylor could show up.
Right.
Morgan Wallen, that was another one on Sunday. People were thinking, oh, is he going to show up?
Right.
But yeah.
Well, the crazy thing is that Taylor was in town.
She was in town.
Because
it could have happened.
It could have happened because for those that didn't know, us in radio, a bunch of people got invited to fly to Nashville to see a special screening of Toy Story before it hit the theaters on Friday.
Right.
So this happened on Thursday. Every radio personality had to sign a DNA report.
NDA.
An NDA saying they will not talk about it. They will not post about it.
Right.
They even took their phones away so nobody could take pictures.
No, it's a big deal. I think anything with Taylor is
and
a
it was
big deal.
And it was at a private residence where she had all of her awards, the Grammys, the ACMs, the
cool.
CMT awards. So everybody got a chance to hold it. So I knew that she was in town.
Right.
But I was like, maybe it's going to happen.
Yeah,
I was thinking.
You didn't know. So it was like, well, can't leave.
No. And it was one of those moments like we were trying to get out to beat the crowd.
Exactly. Should we? But then we're like, we can't miss this moment. So, but then, I'm glad we stayed. It was,
It was cool.
It's part of it.
It ended up being Tim McGraw and Lainey Wilson performing together.
Which, that was an awesome
set
with them.
Talk about the TV show, the production of it all.
Yeah.
I can't believe how fast they turned that around. And it was really interesting.
I know, because literally, what was that, 2 weeks later?
Yeah.
Because it used to be, CMA Fest was in June.
Right.
And then they would have the TV special, I believe, like in August.
Right.
I was shocked when I saw the dates that it was going to be literally like 2 weeks later. I'm like, they know what they're doing.
Yeah, now they know for sure. They've got it down to a science.
Yeah.
I loved all the behind the scenes that we didn't get to see.
I know. Yeah.
Which
really
was cool. I loved when Laura and Riley were driving in that golf cart together.
Yep.
And then I saw Russell and he was trying to teach her how to dance.
Yep.
That was really funny. I wish we could have seen that because it looked like they drove past an area where we were walking in.
Oh, probably.
And I was like, man, those people that just saw a golf cart drive by, didn't realize who that
Who was on there, yeah.
And Luke Bryan, same way, right?
Yep.
It was one of those moments I was like, man, that would have been cool, like to walk in front and stop. And there's like, oh, sorry, guys. And then you realize who it is.
Yeah.
The other thing, like the lighting was incredible. And from our vantage point, again, we were in the 200 level, the very back. So we saw the drones. We saw the cameras flying behind the scenes everywhere.
Yeah.
And to see the camera shots they got, I was like, wow, man,
I know.
that is so cool.
The TV special was really cool. I really feel like they touched on everything, obviously as much as they could, but they touched on pretty much every artist,
something special for everybody.
Yeah. It was just it was a great piece that they did.
I love the girl from Tampa that was like 7 or 8 years old, and she was a fiddle champion, the bluegrass champion.
Yes, that played with Carly Pierce.
Yes.
And it was cool to hear her story on the TV special because, of course, we just saw her come out on stage and play.
Right. We didn't hear that. So getting to hear that and tying that all together, I was like, that was a cool moment for that girl. That was awesome.
And then, Fetty Wap with Russell Dickerson. That was a great surprise.
I was gone. I was already, so I knew it had happened because I had seen Russell in the videos.
It was really cool. When he, like the crowd, again, I wasn't in our seats for that show. I was actually in a suite for the last night.
Oh, nice.
Which was really cool. But it was cool to see it on TV because when you were in the suite we were in, we couldn't really hear it as well. So it was nice to be able to actually see it and kind of relive that whole night, that whole Sunday night.
Yeah.
I relived when I got to watch it.
But
like everybody, I mean, like even like looking down on the crowd, people were not expecting that.
No.
They were not expecting that. And I guess, Fetty was shopping in Nashville during the day and it was his birthday.
Yeah.
So it was really kind of cool.
And again, you never know who you're going to bump into, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like it could be anybody, anywhere.
Yeah.
A couple years ago, I had some friends that went and they were like done for the night. They had gone to the Nissan Stadium shows and they went to Taco Bell. Mm-hmm. And they're like, we're just going to sit down because our feet hurt.
Right.
We've been walking in our boots all day long. And who comes walking in? Russell Dickerson.
Yeah.
He came in, he got like a 10-pack of tacos. He sat down with them and said hi.
Oh, cool.
And then,
he's such a great guy.
Like one of those moments, like that is so cool because you just don't know who it's going to be.
Yeah, you never know who you're going to. I mean, you're in their town.
Yeah. I remember on my scooter ride coming back, walking down the street, I was like my last block, I saw a Mercedes G-Wagon driving by and it was dark. It was gray. And I was like, okay, it's got to be somebody because not many people can drive those cars. It was a huge cowboy hat. And when he got right to the side of me, I realized that was Riley Green. That's cool. I just saw Riley Green in his G-Wagon.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I love that Florida Georgia line.
Oh my gosh.
Reunion. I think that was, of course, one of the definite highlights. Obviously, for the fans and just for them as a duo. But I think just their friendship. You could just tell, even when we saw Tyler like the next day and he was talking about it, how much it meant.
Sure. To him.
They got their friendship back. I think first and foremost, which I think is the most important part.
Of course.
But also for us in country music, just them back together, I think is really special.
The energy that night, because we weren't at that show.
Right.
But the energy that night, you could just sense there was something big happening in the air.
Yeah.
And then when it broke, like all social media went crazy.
Oh, yeah, of course. Rightfully so.
Right. And then to see the TV series come together and how they walked in together like a boxing ring. Yeah. That was awesome.
I thought that was all very well put together.
Yes.
Again, CMA, they knocked it out of the park every single time.
They killed it.
They just made it so special, not only for the fans, but I think they even made it special for both Brian and Tyler.
Oh, sure. That was a moment.
Giving them that moment there, it was just huge on so many levels.
I got a little nervous for the both of them standing on that platform. There was no ropes around it.
I was watching that because, again, we weren't there, but I was like, are they they're not even tied off. I mean, granted, I'm sure there was, they practiced, they rehearsed.
Of course. Yeah.
But still, I don't know if I could do that. Like, because I don't know.
No.
While it's going up and
I couldn't do that. There's no way.
Yeah.
No. I'm going to talk about the rooftop bars because like you had said on that Sunday morning for that service, that was incredible. You don't need that Riverfront Stadium ticket. You could actually visit on top of the bars. One of the Category 10, which is Luke Combs' bar. I was inside there for the Billboard special that they put together with Stella Lefty. Dan and Shay came
artists.
up. Priscilla Block was there. Drew Baldridge was there. I mean, they had so many people there.
Yeah.
But getting to that rooftop is a great advantage spot. So for next year, like you said, if you're going to go to the show, plan for it because that's definitely one of the rooftop bars you can jump on early, enjoy the day, enjoy some cocktails with friends. And I will tell you, I got a chance to go into their sports bar area that I got invited to. That was pretty impressive.
Was it really?
Wow.
Awesome.
It was really cool. And it was nice. It was open. Couches everywhere. You got a chance to lounge around.
Yeah.
It was very cool. It reminded me of the Fort Nash party that we got invited to.
Yeah, that was really cool. Very laid back. It was nice to go to something like that. And Priscilla Block was there with us. She was a guest that night.
Yeah.
Just to kind of just relax a little bit, not too much because you don't want to get tired.
You don't fall asleep.
But so that was a really cool little industry thing that they put together.
It was cool.
Yeah.
Those are the type of parties that like they just pop up. You don't know where it's going to be.
Exactly.
Like the one you did with Hardy.
Yeah. Well, definitely everybody got the memo on that one because it was packed.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, it was. I mean, packed.
Yeah.
But it was really, really cool. I mean, there were fans that were there. They were lined up early because they knew, I think he was going on around 2 or 3.
Okay.
But yeah, they were ready for it, and it was really cool because he announced his MacArthur lifestyle brand.
Right.
He started with a couple hats, so he had some hats there for sale, and he's just really passionate about the farmland and just not selling everything off and building, and he's just his passion. You could definitely tell, you could hear it in his voice. And I think that's where this whole MacArthur thing is going to go.
Right.
I think there's going to be a lot more to it.
I'm sure. We haven't seen the tour dates yet. We haven't seen
what's really going to happen.
Yeah.
But he played it there acoustically. He played. Gosh, I think he was only going to do like 3 songs, and I think he ended up playing like 5 songs.
Wow.
And I gotta say, if people don't sleep on Hardy. You know what I mean?
No.
Like his voice is incredible.
It's raw.
I mean, it's just, he's so passionate when he sings. I think people don't realize. I mean, I think they know him as a songwriter, maybe.
Right.
But
or do they? I don't know.
I don't even know. Yeah, I think that he doesn't get the recognition he should get.
Yeah.
He is such an incredible #1 songwriter.
Mm-hmm.
But all his performances that I saw that weekend, I was blown away.
Yeah.
And it made me remember, because he was in town by us last year.
Yep.
And I'll be honest, that was my favorite show last year.
Okay.
Because I wasn't anticipating that. I was like, yeah, I'll go. I'll stay for a few songs or whatever. Sure. I was like, I'm not leaving. I'm having fun. He puts on a great show.
He does.
He knocked it out of the park at Nissan Stadium.
Yeah.
That night. It was unbelievable.
If you look up the songs that he's written for people, like he just scored like his 7th #1
with Ella.
Mm-hmm. And then you realize how many songs. I think he is one of the most talented songwriters.
So talented.
It's incredible. And it's funny too, because I was thinking about this. It's been about 8 years, maybe 9 years ago, that we had him along the waterfront for the Portland Rose Festival. Mm-hmm. He performed for us for one of our shows.
Yeah.
And I thought to myself, oh my God, it's the same guy. I forgot like how talented he was then. Mm-hmm. And then you realize, oh, okay, now I've seen the progress of what he is doing. It's amazing.
He played Bottomland at Nissan Stadium. He played it that day at Morgan Wallen's bar when he did his, it wasn't really a private show. It was just if you got there in time, you were able to get in there for the MacArthur lifestyle line. But he played Bottomland at Nissan Stadium. Uh-huh. He literally sat on a speaker and just belted that song out, and it was just like, whoa.
Yeah.
And it's like, again, if people didn't know who Hardy was at that point, they know now.
They do now.
And I feel like everybody needs to know. He's in a different caliber, and he needs to be recognized for it.
He's jumped up a whole nother level.
Yeah. I mean, again, it was incredible.
Yeah. The other thing, too, that I think about is just, again, walking around so much merchandise, like the sales in that town that weekend. Oh, yeah. Like, this is crazy. We got free hats, but I went there with 2 baseball caps, and I came home with 11.
I know, that was kind of like us. And my husband's like, "Oh, I'm going to bring a hat." I'm like, "Don't bring a hat. I'm sure you're gonna wind up with a hat."
Right.
I don't know how many hats we wound up with,
right,
but it was just like, and I keep telling him, no more hats.
I know. It's a bad habit.
Now we still have hats.
I know. It's a terrible habit that I have.
Yeah. But yeah, the sales, like the tourism that brings into
my gosh, the local businesses.
Even the outskirts of Nashville. Because, if people aren't able to stay right downtown, they're still bringing so many, so much revenue into, the state of Tennessee in just different random areas. I think is incredible.
Out by the Opryland Hotel, if you've never had the chance to get out there, it's, first of all, it's a definite stop. You should check it out. It's amazing. That hotel is beautiful.
It is.
There's a riverboat that runs through the middle of it. I thought it was cool to see the General Jackson boat running once again.
Yeah.
I finally got a chance. I was on that boat years ago.
I remember because we saw that together. And I was like, have you been on that? Because there used to be a party on there every year.
Yeah. Sony Records would every year rent that boat out in a seminar that we would go to called Country Radio Seminar. You've heard us talk about it before. And each year they'd always bring like a special guest. And one of the last years we were on there, Cheap Trick was one of them. ZZ Top was another. It was amazing.
Yeah.
But to see that, I haven't been on that boat forever. To see it coming down the river, I was like,
cool.
That is so cool, man. It's brought back so many memories for me.
Yeah.
And then again, like you said, standing on that pedestrian bridge, listening to that music. When I walked over on the first day to go get some of my credentials, I was listening to Russell Dickerson early, and the lines were nuts for people to get in to see him already.
Yeah.
But I had walked across that bridge 3 or 4 times, and what a beautiful shot of the city.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's so well performed. The CMAs have done such a fantastic job with that whole thing.
Yep.
It's really special.
Yeah,
really
it
special.
really is. Yeah, I think that, again, next year is June 10th to June 13th. I already have those dates marked off.
I do too.
I want to go again. Definitely be way more prepared.
Yes.
I'm not going to book my flight like the night before.
No, that was a bad idea.
I know. But yeah, it's just such a truly incredible weekend of music. I just love that everybody's there. Like, and everybody's so friendly. Like, I feel like everybody's just on this high of country, you know?
I mean, I've always said this, it's the greatest format.
Oh,
just because,
without a doubt.
And don't get me wrong, I love all forms of music.
Sure,
I just don't, not classical so much, but all forms of classic rock and yacht rock and hip hop and top 40.
Yeah.
I love all that. But I feel like country is the format that everybody can get behind because, for one, the artists end up being just as grateful.
Oh,
like Thomas
exactly.
Rhett just got his star on the Walk of Fame across the street from the Grand Ole Opry.
Yep.
I mean, from the Country Music Hall of Fame. And the thanks that he gave to the fans. Yeah. He touched them. He took videos with them and selfies. That's what makes this format so great.
It is. It's so special. And, you know, even talking about like the other genres, I think it's also so embracing. I mean, like they had, you know, I'm blanking out. Is it James Marston from Big Time Rush?
Yeah.
He's now starting to get into, he wants to release, he feels like, you know what, I want to do country.
I got a picture with him.
Yeah.
At the pool party.
Yeah. You know, he's ready to step into this genre. And everybody's so welcoming.
Shinedown.
Yeah, Shinedown.
Nickelback.
What is Chase Matthew just came out with a single with them, Waka Flocka Flame or whatever.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, so he's an artist. I'm probably totally butchering his name, but anyways, I know it's Waka Flocka something.
Okay.
But yeah, he had a whole set down at the riverfront, and I think it reached capacity.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, he was out in the crowd. Yeah, I mean,
high-fiving everybody.
People were there for it.
Yeah.
So again, I think this genre just embraces just all walks of life.
Yeah. 100%.
And I love that.
I will advise everybody, if you pack what you need lightly for the day. And you have to watch the weather because I realized I overpacked way too much. Like I brought 3 pairs of shoes. I brought a pair of cowboy boots.
Yeah.
I only wore those for one night. Thank God.
Say, yeah.
Because my feet were killing me.
I almost say like, yeah, you know, you want to look the part, you want to wear the boots, but it's like, it's hard. You are on your feet a lot.
A lot.
So it's kind of like, yes, look the part, but also dress accordingly because you're going to put some steps in. You're going to put some miles in because those Ubers can only get you so far.
Yep.
And then it's up to your 2 legs.
Let's talk about that for a hot second.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, definitely try to, you know what, I'm just going to save everybody. Just walk back from the stadium. Don't even try to get an Uber.
Nope.
Because they are going to send you to East Nashville to go get one, along with 5,000 other people that you're going to be waiting in line. And then you're just going to turn around and walk all the way back anyways.
Let's just break it down for a hot second. We were leaving Nissan Stadium and we said, which way to the Ubers? And the police officer said, just follow the crowd, go that way. So we did. We ended up walking 3 blocks one way. There was no crowd. We were getting a little bit nervous.
It was weird because I felt like we were in this industrial
area.
You know, there was railroad tracks and these big metal buildings. And I'm like, okay.
This is a bad horror movie.
Exactly. I'm waiting for the person with a chainsaw to come running out. I'm like, okay. And there was no crowd.
There was no crowd.
Was weird.
And then we went to the next block where we were supposed to go.
And we started seeing
a bunch of people. We get to the Uber pickup spot and there was about 3,000 people there.
Yeah.
We were like, this is not going to work.
Yeah.
In the meantime, we had already taken about 3,000 steps to get over there.
Well, and I had already ordered the Uber. So it's like, oh, yeah, it'll be here in a few minutes. And I'm like, we're going to miss our Uber. And I get there and it's, you know, of course, it's like, oh, it's, you know, another 5 minutes, another 5. And it's like, this Uber's not going to get here. There's no way.
There's no
there's
possible
just
way.
Lines of cars.
Lines.
And then on the other side of the road, there's lines of taxis.
Which were ripping people off big time.
Yeah.
I'll tell this funny story. We saw this one couple jump in a taxi. He's like, I'll take you to your hotel. We're like, great.
And I'm like, we're getting in the next taxi.
Yeah, we're jumping because they
were
were flying.
Yeah.
The couple immediately turns around and jumps out of the taxi. And I'm like, well, that was weird. What happened there? Then another couple jumps in. They were in there for like 2 minutes and then they jumped out.
Yeah.
We realized that the taxis were charging like $500 for people to get to your hotel, which was insane. And I wouldn't even trust them then because they would drive you to like the Opryland Hotel, which is like 12 miles away.
Exactly. Yeah. So again, just be prepared to walk.
Yes.
For sure.
How many steps did you think you got in the entire time?
I wish I wore my Apple Watch and I didn't. I had worn a different watch that weekend. I don't know. I mean, we had to have gotten in.
What's your guess?
Minimum. Did you wear yours?
I have it on my phone.
Okay. We had to walk at least a minimum of 15,000 steps a day.
Double.
Are you serious?
We did 38,000 steps for 4 days.
Wow. That is wild.
I know. I don't even know whether that breaks down in miles, but I know it was miles.
That's all. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
I broke it down per day and I added it up and I was like, holy cow,
Wow,
we got a lot of steps in. So yeah, there's a lot of walking.
And definitely a lot of walking. That is, and we took some Ubers.
We did.
And there. Just to kind of save time. And yeah.
It was magical though. Like I said, I will never complain about it. It was fantastic. It was a trip of a lifetime. It's about, from what we're hearing from John, it's about 17 to 20 miles that we walked for the 4 days.
That's so crazy.
Yeah.
But hey, it was well worth it.
Oh my God, totally. Yeah. I can't wait to do it again next year.
Absolutely. Again, huge shout out to the CMA Fest.
Yes.
They just do an incredible job.
Yes.
I mean, just getting all these artists together.
Thank you.
Yeah. And just, the love of country music is, it is proud, it is loud. And, I'm so proud to be just having the tiniest part of this genre.
It was so cool. And there's tons of gear. Like I wore this shirt.
Yeah.
There's trucks everywhere to sell and buy stuff. So again, pack lightly.
Yep. You're going to come home with stuff.
Yeah, you're guaranteed to come home. In fact, one cowboy hat that I was looking at, I really, really wanted. It looked like a Zach Brown hat.
Okay.
And it was in the Omni Hotel. There's a little store in there. And I thought, that's a cool hat. Maybe I'll check that out.
Is it one of those custom?
It wasn't custom.
Okay.
But it could have easily been.
Yeah.
I picked it up and I put it on. I'm like, this looks really good. And then I looked at the price tag. I said, yeah, my wife would divorce me if I bought that hat. So that didn't come home with me.
Yeah.
But be prepared
maybe
because you're going to spend some money.
Yep.
But it's well worth it.
Start saving now. Again, book your stuff now. Book your flights. Book your hotel. Again, the dates for next year, June 10th through June 13th of 2027.
Yep.
It will be incredible every year. I don't know how they get bigger and better and just do things to make it even more special every year, but somehow, some way they do it.
Yeah, they did a fantastic job. And to the CMAs, again, thank you for all the access that we got to go expose, all the fun. That was one of the best trips of my life ever in radio. All the years, 30 years, that was just one of those most memorable moments ever.
That's awesome. I mean, 30 years in radio and that was your first time there. I think that's really incredible.
Yeah.
It's cool that you got to do it.
Yeah.
I love that.
That was another thing to check off the bucket list. So it was great. That and the Grand Ole Opry in 1 year, man, it was huge.
Yeah, you're right. That's pretty incredible. That's awesome.
Yeah. So if, again, listen, if you have any questions about CMA Fest, Julia, myself can answer all the questions. Email us.
Yeah. Send us an email at cmr@countrymusicrocks.net. And we will, until next time.
Yeah. In the meantime, thanks for checking out the podcast. Share it with your friends, your family. Find us on all the platforms. And thanks for checking it out.